Hi, welcome back to my channel. My channel is about relationship with self first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves. So we can, I had a dream. This little boy came up to me. We were having a conversation. And he said, "Can I read you your cards?" He came up to me. He was holding his pack of cards. And I said, "Don't let anyone touch them, all right? It's about energy. Don't let no one touch your cards, all right?" He said, "All right." Then we got disturbed. And then another thing, we end up in this room. And other things happened before that. And then he was playing with the cards and he laid out 3 in front of the TV and he said something. No, I related the message and he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, I didn't even see the 3rd card. Is that to tell me you don't need the cards? It's only to show people on the screen. We don't really need the cards." And then I looked at his cards in great detail. And I said, "I like your cards. They're quite in very good detail." And then as I'm waking up, I can hear J, J, J. You might have a past over son called J, but that was my son, my spiritual son, saying he's watching over me. He's watching over me. He's trying to help me heal. Ending. That's what I saw. This is what I saw. Something about ending. I remember saying ending. Ending of difficulties. He said he's watching over me. Baby Junior, spiritual child. He's watching over me. So my channel is all about relationship with self first, right? We've got to learn to manage our emotions. We can identify our intuition. It comes with good health, good wealth. And we're looking at justice, okay? We're looking at weighing the heart and spiritual love and spiritual... I'm so distracted. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. It's like he just loves his mummy. He just loves his mummy. He just keeps watching over me. My little lion, my little baby cub. Justice for baby Cub Cub. Telling you, he keeps watching me. Justice for baby Cub Cub. Tell you, that boy is so powerful. What did I say? What did I say? It's justice for baby Cub Cub. Something about the Bubub, Wheel of Fortune. Something about the Bubub, I'm telling y'all. We have the justice. We're being weighed. All right. Please pay attention to your dreams. All right. Because our hearts will be weighed in the halls of love and truth. Okay. We have to walk in love, talk in truth. If we want to get to heaven. There's going to be more things to be revealed. Because remember, justice is every action has a reaction. As if every cause and there's an effect. We're looking at a win-win solution. Because it seems to be the truth is coming out. Okay, about the pillars of life, looking at the intuition, looking at illuminating the mind, because looking at being more material but practical within the material life, right? Someone's holding the scales of truth, sharp talking, but it seems to be something to be revealed, okay? Someone could be looking at a legal matter, okay? And that's the insight. Maybe Aries has an insight, waiting for their ships to come in. Why? Because we're using our intuition. We're going back to original state or authentic self. Someone's waiting maybe for a legal matter to come through. Maybe a karmic, because it's a karmic lesson as well. So maybe the masculine Aries person is waiting for maybe a legal matter to come through with the karmic person. The more they stall it, the more they're in trouble anyway. Oh, justice for baby Cub Cub. Oh, because stinking Taurus. So someone's waiting for money, maybe from a Taurus person, a legal matter. Okay, so now we're looking at our ships coming in, karma for a Taurus person for stealing our ancestors' money. So now we're looking at a situation. Okay, told them don't mop my son. My son would rip that mop off your head, baby. Maybe there was lots of echoes going on when it comes to trading. Okay, but it seems to be like someone's using the right actions, intentions, and energy, and they're holding on to the soul of the self to go through the pathway of justice, fairness, balance, truth. Someone's mind's been illuminated when it comes to trading. You could be looking at trading. Okay, if you're a masculine person, use your intuition. But also someone's actually waiting for a legal matter to go through, maybe with an Aries person, or it could be a Libra person, Aries person. Okay, now we're looking at working. Someone's working on fairness, balance, and truth, or a team of people. We're looking at collaborations when it comes to our ships to come through. Somebody's waiting, anticipation, a team of people. Maybe, do you know what, right? When I see the Three of Cups, I mean the Three of Coins, it's all about everyone individually working on their own mastery, you know. And that's how the Three of Coins becomes that mastery in a team. Because each person has done the Eight of Pentacles. So this is when you're looking at self-mastery in a team of people. Do you understand? So looking at collaboration. Maybe a masculine, a Leo person is defending his team. It could be a Leo, Aries person. Okay. So remember, number one can't do number two, and number two can't do number three. And that's why you have a perfect synchronicities, you know what I mean, when it comes to numbers, okay? Number one is about independence. Number two is about putting things together as a balance. And number three is about working together to bring that perfect stability. Number four, okay? So someone looking like they don't care what a team of people say when it comes to a legal matter, maybe. They're going to be standing up for themselves. Don't care about the nays, the no-nos, and a team of people. Because maybe this person is seeing this team of people not acting right. So now there's going to be a legal matter. Because we're looking at protection. You've got the soul of the self, right? You've got your four. Because now you've got your three on land. When you figure out what your purpose is and you're working on it as a team within yourself, your soul tribe, to have a good team outside of yourself, now you're looking at your stability. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to that stability. Now it becomes a 6, success. All right? Someone's going to be rewarded. The Emperor. The Emperor's looking at protecting his work, his team, or his team of his army. His spiritual guide is trying to protect the masculine. He has to protect himself at all costs. We're looking at the Emperor and the Empress. All right? There's going to be justice, okay, for someone when it comes to the ships to come through. All right? We're looking at trading with a team of people. We're looking at protection at any cost. Because now we're looking at justice when it comes to generosity, when it comes to gifts, when it comes to equal balance take, when it comes to money. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because we're looking at more self-dependency. It feels like this team was codependent. It wasn't going anywhere for the ships to come in speed. Do you understand? In the right speed, because wind is speed, air. You want to move with the universe. And it seems like this is not moving with the universe. So the masculine has to stand back, look at his team to bring in fairness, balance, and truth to protect the structure and authority of this masculine. So now we're looking at fairness, balance, and truth. I said, I have unity, okay? Because now I'm having the action and ability to go forward into a team, okay? Or a teamwork or cooperation. But maybe they might be 3 people splitting assets, maybe. Because somebody was stealing. Someone's going to be lying about money. That's why you got the justice here. Because somebody was abusing someone's generosity. So someone was stealing, maybe a Taurus person, a Libra person, Aries person, and a team of people. So the ancestors are here whooping them, saying, give me back my stuff. There you go. Someone went in with speed, or the masculine wants to come in very passionately to give an equal give and take. But somebody ran passionately, maybe a Taurus person and an Aries person with promiscuity, to work on our ancestors' projects. Now the masculine has to stand up, okay, towards a Taurus person or a Virgo person. The masculine has to take control and authority over his team of people. Now we're looking at the passion, looking at adventure. Somebody just wanted adventure and money and travel. That was it. So now we're looking at justice. Somebody wanted the results without doing the effort. So now we're looking at self-sufficiency. You have to be self-sufficient to come into the soul world. If not, you stay outside. You have to work on your self-mastery, all right? Okay. Someone's looking at your work. Maybe somebody wants to come in and work. Because now you're looking at generational wealth. Because that was an 8 and 3. Over generational wealth, all right? Someone's looking to complete 1 or 2 ends, but somebody didn't do completion, while this team of people was able to passionately come forward and interrupt God's plan. So now maybe the masculine is looking at completing 1 or 2 ends. He's watching the internet, or maybe a team of people. Now he's looking at standing up for his beliefs and coming in reliable to a lover Gemini person, all right? So now we're looking at maybe an Aries person you're thinking of, maybe. We're looking at reliability. We're looking at organizations, okay? Remember, the patient man rides donkey. Somebody was looking at their 7 of Pentacles investments. An earth sign person was relying on the masculine's investments, and that's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Somebody wanted someone's investments. When it comes to generational wealth, life insurance, okay? We're looking at fraud when it comes to documental fraud. Okay, so a lot of things were going on in this team before the masculine comes forward, tying up 1 or 2 loose ends. Okay, it could be in this group, it could be a Leo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or Aquarius person. Okay, we're going into victory, rewards, all right? Somebody just wanted fame, a Taurus person just wanted fame and money. So now there's justice coming through. We're looking at romance. Someone's looking at an equal balance romance, the spiritual romantic journey, going away from a legal matter or imbalance with a Taurus person when it comes to money matters and working as a team. Now we're looking at you can't get work through promiscuity. Sorry, my darling. Happy birthday. It just bang your pum-pum into difficulties. Okay, bunny boiler. So now we're going forward after someone was very passionate. Okay, was using promiscuity for an adventure, for money and adventure, and for travels. Okay, so now we're tying up 1 or loose ends. Somebody was unqualified within this team. So now we have to protect, the masculine has to protect the team of people. Someone's looking at missed opportunities, okay, because God was giving them a hand, all right, to do a project, but somebody to feel unfulfilled and unloved, all right. So now we're looking at the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is like regrets. Someone feels like they're abandoned for alone because someone was given a surprise from God, but somebody was working on making someone feel very unfulfilled. Well, I could have got no empathy, none at all. Could be a water sign person because they went in entrapment instead. So now we're going to allow people to have fun on the internet. Oh, look at me dancing with my friends. Look at me wiggling my chest like I was juggling like a fucking circus. Look at juggle them tits, baby. Because we know where you're going, promiscuity. We know exactly where you're going, Taurus person. All right. So now we're looking at tying up 1 or loose ends. We're looking at a spiritual person. Somebody wants to work on a spiritual world, a soul world. All right. Or somebody wanted to take it for a money spin. Okay. A Taurus person and a water sign person. So now we understand the structure of this team. Let them have fun. Happy birthday, darlings. Happy birthday, Taurus. Unwrap that present, baby. Okay? Because now we're looking at God, soul world, and Genevieve Nudger is not invited. Why? Because she came into my dream and she said, is God real? And I said, you're not allowed to ask. Why? Because you stole from Adi, Wali, Akinwa, Abadi. She said, oh, please don't drag me in public. And I grabbed her arm and I grabbed it and I moved her forward into the traffic of people. So she can wiggle that chest at her party with her small little cake, saying, oh, my friend surprised me at a birthday party. What? Because your friends are going down with you, baby. So when God comes, let's see what your 3 friends are going to do. Genevieve! You hear that? Fuck all. You'll be in spiritual prison, my darling. They can't save you. Jackasses. Yeah, look at them all in the camera showing off. You and your little petty friends. Keep going, baby. So somebody was relying on the plans of God. Oh, earth sign was it? To act like a spiritual mentor. So they bring stagnation because there's a slagnation with her slaggy baggy friends. Never mind, my darling. Never mind, my sweetheart. Starting to plant your foundation of my ancestry's plans and stuff. You have a joke, aren't you? So now we're looking at offered. God gave us an offer. A book is coming through. Somebody wants to defend, but nope, a book's going to be done. Oh, yeah. So now we're looking at Ace of Pentacles. Someone's going for a promotion. An investment, new income, big seeds, my darling. It's coming from new ideas, okay? We've got the mental clarity that every ending has a new beginning when it comes to working with someone. Why? Because an earth sign person will be going broke, okay? Wheel of Fortune. Every ending is a new beginning, and now we're going for a Wheel of Fortune, my darling. We're going to be planting all over again. Somebody probably wants to say sorry. Somebody wants to end someone's Wheel of Fortune, okay? But no. Instead, we're looking at fairness, balance, truth. Maybe a masculine, maybe a Cancer person is maybe going for a divorce with a Sagittarius, Aries person. But we're looking at a situation where there's balance, fairness, and truth. Or someone, an Aries person, is using the right energy, intention, and action to bring in the right team, but they have to defend their beliefs of being the emperor. So now the emperor is looking at growth, okay, and joy with a clear, conscious mind. That's very important. And he's walking in the flow of his own emotions. He doesn't care what other people say, the nay, the no-nos. Oh, well, no to teamwork. That's it. Get out. We don't need you no more. You don't have no value, Taurus person. All you want is money. So now you're in spiritual court. Oh, yeah. Justice for baby Cub Cub, as you just saw. So now we're looking at a situation where someone coming very promiscuously for money, generational wealth, okay? Because this person was very greedy, all right? Somebody wants to come in with equal give and take, all right? Because we're looking at giving and receiving when it comes to help, generosity with the Six of Pentacles, okay? So someone came in quite passionately. They wanted money. They wanted donations. They wanted public assistance, okay? So maybe the Taurus took most of it, but we're now looking at getting it back. So now we're looking at somebody wanting an estate, because then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody's looking for a house, all right? Maybe invested in a house with this person. That person has to get the fuck out and give it back. I don't give a shit who your mum, your dad, your aunt, your cousin is. That's your problem, bro. Maybe Genevieve Nigel should take that mop off her head and start doing cleaning houses. That's what she needs to go and do. Awful wig with no texture. So now we're looking at a situation, Queen of Cups, someone very loving, okay? Maybe an air sign person wants to come and sharp talking to a loving woman, all right? Could be a King of Swords, okay? So now we're looking at tying up on a loose end. Someone's way too promiscuous. They got men on every corner of the area, okay? Maybe a water sign person, fire sign person, a Libra person, and maybe another earth sign person. Oh, yeah, taking pay. Do you know how much a mansion costs? Okay, do you know how much it costs to put furniture into a mansion, my darlings? And do you know how much it costs for the electric? These people are living in a fucking fantasy land, babe. Hey, you want big things, Taurus person, but go and get my fucking money. All right? Okay, so now we're looking at justice. All right? Someone's looking into maybe an investment. So somebody's looking at someone's donations. Somebody was working hard on someone's donations for self-sufficiency. Maybe an earth sign person. So now we're looking at justice for a spiritual romantic journey. Or somebody was very insecure. Maybe a water sign person. When it comes to emotions, too insecure. Giving a Taurus person generosities. Maybe had two masculines on a romance. A water sign person and a fire sign person. Giving away that money. Oh, yeah, baby. She had no problems. Let's see what's going to happen now. So now we're looking at a serial dater, a cheater, a one-night stander. Okay. All right. Oh, King of Cups. Okay, so now we're looking at maybe someone's using their emotions to bring in their ship to come through. Why? Because when you're in a Two of Cups, okay, you're being more mature. Not immature, a Knight of Cups here today, gone tomorrow, because you're too promiscuous. You can't have control with your community penis sausages, like to do bangers and mash with gravy. Mud gravy at that. Okay? So now we're looking at a situation. King of Cups can use his intuition and his psychic ability to make many shifts. So we're going back to original state. So the masculine could be Aries, stroke, Cancer person. But this person is looking at a team of people when it comes to collaboration, teamwork. Or maybe this masculine King of Cups is watching from abroad. A masculine develop a team of people. Because now the masculine is probably in his King of Swords. King of Swords probably working on one or two details. Why? Because he can use his emotions to make many shifts. Why? Because he's using the truth, love and truth to get into heaven. It's the only way you're getting there, my friends. So now someone's got the information, okay, and they're analysing this situation. Because now we're looking at a masculine with the King of Swords, okay. He's a very intellectual masculine. He could be a strategic manager, okay, or he can be an analysis, or maybe a detective, okay. But some people call this masculine Archangel Michael. I don't. I call this my God. So we want a God world. But somebody got involved and got too extra, too inner, and now they're in trouble. Why? Because they don't believe in God. They don't believe in God, but they believe in the fanny, though. To get the money to say, God bless. Oh, yeah. God bless, no? Somebody wants to defend, maybe an Aries, Gemini person, be looking at lovers. Okay? Maybe someone's being very defensive towards a lover, Gemini person, or earth sign person. Okay? We're looking at being more intellectual, and then we're looking at emotional intelligence. This masculine, maybe a Leo person, is looking at balancing oneself with the truth and love. Maybe somebody wants to come in for a romantic suggestion. But we're looking to balance, working on balancing. All right, that is reliability. Because now when you balance and you hold on to your balance and you hold on to your money and don't give it away to every woman around the corner of the globe because you lot are got to look a piece of money, you lot look a bit too much in your ego. You're just wasting your money, bro. And I bet you that Genevieve Nigel wants flipping first class. So to go and find her dad, man. That's what she needs to go and do. So now you're looking at balancing. This Emperor is balancing. Maybe when it comes to emotions and truth. When it comes to spirituality. When it comes to the matter. Because you have to balance it with spirituality and matter. It can't be one without the other. To bring in that balance so you can hear God. Do you understand? So you can wire in information to God, to the head, to illuminate the mind, to stay in structure, control, and authority. But he's wrapped up in love. The masculine, it's one thing about real emperors that have mastered all four kings. They like to hide their emotions under their cloak. This is why he's got his armor on. He tends to hide the emotion to protect himself, because he needs to relate more to the people. But now he's looking at ending maybe a team of people because the reliability is not reliable. It's not reliable enough in the line of God. It's more in the line of like Satan clause, lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it. Maybe the Emperor lied, or earth sign person lied about Aquarius person, lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with acting like a bloody friend and not a friend. Was never a friend, or masquerading as a friend. Because somebody, maybe a Taurus person or Aquarius person, all they wanted was money. That's all it was. So they were finessing on a romance. This is a romantic serial dater. And apparently, allegedly, that's what Nigerians like to do. They're a serial dater, a romantic serial scamming daters. So now we're looking at a con actress. Someone's lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it. Now you've got the Seven of Swords, all right? Seven of Swords is someone being very dishonest, looking at deception. Someone trying to run away with the situation. And maybe that lie is going to come to an end. We're looking at a new turning point. Okay, because somebody went to work with an earth sign person. And this Taurus person was trying to hold on to people's properties. All right, maybe with a water sign person, a very immature masculine. That thinks he's a king of cups, but he's not. He's a very insecure person. Insecurities, holding on to people's properties. When it comes to romance, the only reason why they go on these romantic journeys or trips with these people. Okay, so now looking at a situation, looking at a Four of Cups, now looking at the King and Queen of Cups. Maybe the masculine wants to run over to the Empress, but she's like, I don't think so. You got explaining to do. Lying, stealing, cheating. Running around with fake-ass friends. I gave you downloads from God, and you're running over to a Taurus person with romance. You're having a fucking laugh, ain't you? It's not going to work like that, baby boy. I am not Genevieve Nadia. Because he knows he can't come over here and say, oh, I lied, darling. Here's a little Bentley. It don't work like that for me. And if he had that much, he wouldn't be over there with Genevieve Nadia. I'll tell you that for nothing. So now we're looking at a turning point. Someone's looking at passion and adventure. To hold on to people's properties. It's the Grim Reaper. Someone's mind. Justice is someone's heart's being weighed. A Taurus or a Taurus and a Capricorn person when it comes to control. to have to say, I have romance with money. Do you understand? With a mature masculine, maybe that makes me go around trips and makes me feel at home. But it was a whore trying to be at wholeness. But she's a whoreness. Do you understand? So now we're looking at a situation where this person's heart's being weighed. Justice, the scale, the heart is on the scale. And it says your mind is too much on money. Your heart is blocked because it loved too much money. So that means you don't have no soul. It's a shell from hell in heels. Why? Because they're imbalanced. Imbalanced people. Told you, Taurus person, that's all they want. Heartbroken, good, says you're right. Could be a mother. She could be a mother. Says all right, man. Who cares? Not me. So someone went in very passionately. So they saw their ships coming in with the masculine, divine masculine, a King of Cups, the divine masculine, the Emperor, who is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. So they went in quite passionately. You know, he could be a fire sign stroke Cancer person. And they went quite passionately with the King of Cups. That was a plan and a plot. So now these two are going to be judged. There you go. Passion, playing on someone's emotions. And now that passion is gone. Why? Unloved. There was no passion. It was, for ships to come in. There was not enough chemistry. There was not enough attraction like that. Because it didn't develop no water. It coming like Chris Eubank Jr. When they sweat out all that water. You just give the people them the body. Yeah. And that was it all. There was no emotion. It was water restraint. Is that what it's called in boxing? Water restraint. I'm just learning now. Water restraint. You understand? Madness. So somebody was playing on someone's emotions on this trip of adventure with Promiscuous with a King of Cups and a Taurus person and a fire sign person. All it was fake promises. That's why you got one cup down. There was broken heart, stabbing up people's heart and draining people's emotions. So somebody wouldn't turn around and look at a 2 cup. Why? Because these two aren't coming in. Why? Because they need to tell the truth. They can't tell the truth. And the absolute truth, I know that Taurus person, she's got some nasty, dark secrets. She definitely don't want no dead bodies coming out of that skeleton. So now somebody needs to turn around and make that change. Why? Because they're turning their back from God. They don't believe in God. They believe in dark entities. It's a very dark entity in this person. In these two, very dark entities. Black, gone. No water. No love, no nothing. I don't know how they make bangers and mash with little gravy. Obviously, it's not mayonnaise, is it? It's mud hut. So look at the mud hut. So maybe this spiritual woman is thinking of God and being guided above and below by God. Somebody's thinking about a King of Swords, working with a King of Swords. King of Swords probably working on a team, and he's probably tying up 1 or 2 loose ends with a King of Cups, maybe. Okay, because he don't have no damn emotion, he don't got no damn sense. That means he's not emotionally intelligent to bring in no trade through the intuition. Man's got work to do. This is Earth School. He needs to go back and graduate from his classes. You can't just take a mock and just run. It don't work like that. You've got to pass the test, my friend. Go back and do your trading. Go back and learn. So now we're looking at God's head coming out. You look, keep going. Keep going. I saw it anyway. And the thing is, when we talk about madness, everyone's quick to report. Everyone's quick to make comments, follow, whatever. Let's talk about God. Let's talk about how you can get to God. Nobody wants to listen. Why? Because it ain't give you no fucking money straight away. It takes patience. But these are impatient, unstable people. Unstable emotions, okay? And are not practical. They're not being practical when it comes to work. It's more, I want to work for the results, you know? And don't put no effort in. So what's above is below. So it looks like the spiritual woman is very psychic. And they're in God's world, God's favourite. Look, protected, man, by God in the soul word. She's saying, come through. Masculine saying, no, I don't want to. Because I've got these two, I need to follow these two. She likes my money, and this is my bro friend. I don't know. Bromance, friend-mance. I don't know what's going on over there. But he's promiscuous with a Taurus person. So you better plant your own foundation, my friend. Someone's looking at being more self-sufficient. Because there's too much codependency over here. Too much lying, stealing, cheating. And somebody wanted someone entrapment. And someone's probably watching this online about entrapment, about a Gemini woman. And now this masculine is stuck in his mind. About tying up 1 or 2 loose ends. because he's looking at feeling unloved, abandoned. He will be anyway, Cub Cub, that karmic night one. Heartbroken. Maybe a Libra, Gemini person's heartbroken about reliability. When it comes to the Aquarius person, what the Emperor did, done an ending and ran away and ran into an earth sign person. Do you understand? And bring difficulties, delays, you name it. Making people feel unwanted, unloved, restricted. These are insecure people projecting what they want of their foolery. And sometimes I just feel like the Emperor wants to be wrong and strong. Wrong and strong. Go run to your earth sign person because you're going into bankruptcy, my friend. Keep going. Somebody wants to end the lie, maybe. Or somebody was using a lie to do transformation. They were relying on a lie. Imagine that. Somebody wants to be more reliable when it comes to Ten of Cups. Maybe this person's thinking about water sign person. Wants to balance the situation. Happily ever after is when you balance the feminine, masculine energy, women on self. You've got the willpower to do that. But it takes patience. You have to have patience. You've got to believe in God with love and truth. If you're not coming to the soul world, you'll be stuck outside. You'll be stuck with an earth sign person, a Libra person, and a water sign person. You'll be stuck. Broken heart. Someone's ending their broken heart. Aquarius person, we ain't got time to sit there. All they care about is money. That's not my forte, bro. They're stuck over money. They do so much lying, stealing, cheating from the Emperor over money. Masculine as a friend over money. That's a waste of talent. Now they're going spiritual prison. Someone's going spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison. Try know that. And it could be an earth sign family. You know what? I just saw this thing about a whale being in one park for 33 years. And the park pool is dirty. Is what one of the first or last of captured whales or something. When you do that dancing in front of everybody for the whale. I mean the whale and the person dancing or whatever. That whale was abandoned in a dirty water for 33 years. I'm telling you now, that is like spiritual prison. People are coming back trapped in the mud. You know what came to my mind? You know when it says, God Save the Queen, the anthem. Straight away, I thought the Queen, you know. I thought, imagine singing that song, God Save the Queen, and there's no one else on earth. It's just her now in that pool. And it's dirty. No one to clean it for you. No one to like entertain you. Nothing. You got to do it yourself. This is when people take advantage of their power. You will come back in a spiritual prison. Maybe in a dirty, muddy pool. All by yourself. 33 years. Even when a little something come beside it, it was not interested. Why? It was too conformed to being on its own now. In the dirt. Imagine what that entity did before it came back to this lifetime. You don't behave yourself in a way energy. Somebody wants to end a burden because holding on to this lie is a burden. I don't know how they think they can hold on to lies, but that's their problem. All it does is makes you calculated. All it does is do self-sabotaging, self-restriction. Why? Because you've got to keep thinking of the lie. How can I disguise the lie tomorrow and then tomorrow and tomorrow? How are you going to remember even tomorrow's lie or yesterday's lie? So you're always being sorrow of tomorrow. Why? Because they keep thinking of how they can continue a lie. Lying. 5 years lying, you know. Adiwale continue, man. Telepathically connected to someone and they're lying, running around with fucking Genevieve Nadia. It's madness. And if you ever see the tramp, I can't believe that's her birthday and that's your birthday suit in the club. Hey, let me behave. These karmics, man. These karmics. Don't let me start, you know. Because when people want you to look impressive, to be delivering something at someone's door, oh, please just to impress, tell that to fucking Genevieve, my friend. Because I'm broke and I still look better. I'm broke. All my pictures still look better. I pay for every single one of myself. Man's never done nothing for me. No man on this earth. So please don't insult my fucking intelligence. Somebody wants to end and transform. Because somebody was lying about being solely connected to someone. Now the truth is out. Naughty chair for this one. That's why he's in the corner. You're staying in a naughty chair. No one's running after you. You're mad. Let the girl them run after you because that's what you like. These chasing balls. It's madness. Aquarius person, maybe he's married. He's tied up one or two loose ends because he's looking back at his family. He wants a happy home with a water sign person. He wants to balance the situation. He's very stuck in his mind about this situation. Because now you're looking at somebody took money, a Taurus person, from Aquarius person's ideas, plans, you name it, and now she's going to get battered. It's a fight. They asked me to come into a fight. There you go. You're on a fight now. Over man, over romance now. Over a spiritual romance that Taurus don't even have no fucking cup in this. All it was is the money. So now there's a fight now. Why? Because I saw a Taurus person pay, maybe King of Cups, to put pills in someone's drink. There you go. It's never too far away from the Taurus person. Look at them. Told them to someone's property. Yeah? Because I saw in one dream once, all right, Adiwali was like unstable. It's like he was drunk. He wasn't himself. I saw a man carrying him. It could have been a W or M, this masculine's name. And then he was walking into this room with dark entities in there, like a whole group of people. I think behind his back as well, they do meetings behind his back. So everything he comes back and says, this is what the air sign said online. He goes back, tells these lot, maybe thought it was his friend. I don't know what's going on there. But they've been meeting up behind his back. And using information to make money. So he got conned, man. He got duped, man, by a Taurus person. They hold on to properties. I heard that in my dream as well. Genevieve is holding on to my estate. Because she's a greedy, mockery person. She's not that good. You are just over-marketing that person. She's underqualified. She's an extra. Nothing else, baby. Nothing else. So now there's a conflict with a Leo and Aquarius person. Over missed opportunity. Why? Because he gave the hand of God gift to someone else. Now there's a fight. And they're not leaving this fight. Oh, please. Someone feels defeated. For these two people, maybe an earth sign person, a water sign person, have to walk away. Why? Because they're heartbroken. Because they're not leaving. These are vampire energies that go around doing romantic manipulation. This is a heartbreaker. Because then you've got the Five of Swords, bullying. Oh, they tried to bully the Two of Cups, the spiritual romantic journey with a Five of Swords. Bullying. Mental, physical, and verbal abuse, thieving, want to win at any cost, slandering Aquarius person just to hold on to someone's property, hold on to someone's romance, even though they were romancing a water sign as well. Does that really make sense? No, it doesn't. So now we're going into our dreams to make it make sense, my darling. Pay attention to your dreams so you know what's going on around you, all right? Okay, so now we're going into a situation. Someone looking at regrets now. Why? Because they missed that opportunity. Too busy in their people business. Wasn't watching the signs too much. Maybe drinky winky too much. But we saw the signs. And now maybe King of Cups and this Taurus person, the Grand Reaper, is going for a foundation fall. One day at a time, my darling. One day at a time. One day at a time. Because this is when the devil comes in. Earth sign person starts working on this fake foundation. With what? Promiscuity. That's all they have is promiscuity. You want to be an actress? Let me go and find a director to sleep with, darling. I don't like you, darling. I just like what you've got. Oh, your house is beautiful. Let me actually try and take that while you're sleeping. God saw and said, really? Okay, let's go. So now looking at King of Swords. King of Swords is in his mind. He's making his thing coming down. It's been a fight. It's been a fight for him. He had to go in and see the truth. He saw the truth and he's made a judgment. He's made it clear. King of Swords is moving forward. Could be God as well. God probably came from heaven and came to earth. And he tests every single one of you. Imagine if God came down and you said, oh, everything's the devil. Imagine if God was the one that was in your face testing you. Testing you. And you fucking failed. People are going spiritual prison. Imagine heaven. God comes down to earth. And what does you lot do? One time I was walking past this restaurant. Secrets, man. Deception. One time I was walking down one rich road. I can't remember what the bloody road is now. But there was lots of shops. And this man, he was hungry. You can clearly see he was hungry, man. And the way the Arab man spoke to him, I was walking past and I said, hold on a minute. I said, are you Muslim? He said, yeah. I said, imagine if he's God right now and he just asked you for a piece of chicken because he's hungry. You just failed your test, babe. He looked at me and said, you know what, I'm going to give him a piece of chicken. I said, it's only a fucking piece of chicken. At least give him water. I tell you, I don't understand people. I know you can't feed everybody. But it's like use your intuition, man. I sensed he was really, really hungry. And I walked off and I said, you know, you people, man, you people are very selective in your religious groups, man. When it come from Muslims to Christians to Buddhism, you are very selective. Why? Because there's too much war If you were really doing your practices, we wouldn't have war. Why? Because we're energy. Energy is power. It's love, man. Nothing interrupts me, you know. Not even in this entrapment, foolishness. God is the power. Love is the power. These people can't break me. Not by spirit. You can send as much voodoos as much as you can. Because I've seen these dark entities that this mad gal Genevieve keep throwing at me. When it's fizzling out, who's behind me fighting it? With their dark entity, the mad gal. So you can pay as much voodoo spells as you like. It's not working. It's just going to go back to your family. Stupid idiot. What a stupid advice. Whoever told them that. Cut up chickens and put it over your children's head. What kind of fuckery is that? What kind of tradition? That's madness. I'm sorry, it's not doing nothing for none of you. Because none of you's acting like divine feminine or divine masculine. Especially in that culture that does ripping up chickens and putting over the pit of them head. What's that all about? And when the pit of them start killing up, unaliving up chickens and that, that's the first sign to mass unaliver when it's older. So you're just teaching your children to be mass unalivers. It starts from animals, and so I bet any money this person is, yeah, damaged animals. I'm telling you, I don't see not 1 inch of light in Genevieve Nadia when I'm in my dream. I've never met this woman in my life. Not on the internet, not in a movie, not in a magazine. I've met this woman nowhere but dreams. And the amount of dreams I keep seeing, it is annoying. Why? Because I feel like, how can you fucking live like this? And you warned them for 5 years, you got to stop because God's watching. She said no. She kept going online saying, no, I'm commodity. I'm Niger. So she thinks she's bigger than her own fucking country, babe. So she thinks she's God. And like she said as well, is God real? She asked me, is God real? What? After you stole God's plans, you fucking idiot. That hair ain't big enough for you, babe. Queen of Swords, very balanced. Guided by God. Okay? Guided by God to plant a foundation because God wanted the books and a temple. And Genevieve Nadia said, no, my pom-pom temple's better. I want to go around saying it because she wants to be centre of attention. She doesn't want it coming from me. She wants it coming from her. So she can look like the Empress upside down. She wants to be me. She's been studying me for years, my darling. And she takes that and thinking, it's me. You're not me. I am me and you are you. Okay? So God showed me there's going to be, all right, a book and a temple. Oh, look, and I'm not joking. The tower just saw. Earth angels, have come in. Queen of Pentacles needs to be on her fucking own and be locked away into bankruptcy. She's not self-sufficient. She's not self-sufficient. She owes us money. And until she brings back every penny to the dime that was stolen and given willingly because it was under manipulation and lies with that pom-pom, we're not giving up. So she better work for that money. Let her be a social life because everything she makes in the future is coming back over here. She owes a massive karmic debt for holding on to people's property. A Taurus person and his institution. Anyone else involved as well? You'll be going down as well. You'll be going down as well. Why? Because you're using God's institution, using God's name to hold on to people's properties. I already told my daughter's school listener, you know how hard it is to get into that school? It's one of the best schools in London, my friend. You've got to be in that church like nothing. Now, when you're emotionally destroying these little girls, I said, miss, you are going down, Why? Because you're the head in this place. And you're using God's name. And you're still saying to me, your school is racist. We even shaped on it so I can always remind her. Remember we had that conversation about racism? We shaped on it. Remember that? Because I said to you, oh, you're recognizing it. But it's deeper than just hair and name, my friend. Trying to tell me, oh no, the same amount of girls get suspended is the same amount of girls for the black girls. I said, Miss Stevenson, you can't go by that statistics. Why? You don't have 50% girls and you don't have 50% blacks. The maths also don't add up. They got about 5% flipping black girls in there. But the black girls are the ones trying to tell me it's the white girls get more suspension. Yes, yeah, because there's more white girls in there. I'm going by statistics. I said, yeah, you can. But when it comes to statistics, my darling, data can be interpreted to anyone's television. I done auditing, my friend. I understand about data. I ask anyone. You can give me any structure. I would break that down. I'll bring a whole story. That was my expertise at uni. And it came naturally. So you can come up with your data or your analysis and bring out a data, because you've got to come up with a story after the maths, innit? Right, your story don't add up to your maths, my friend. So I think you better go and start again. Wish fulfillment. Use your intuition. Queen of Swords, very honest. She see the problem, all right, about entrapment, okay? But somebody wanted them to go for a painful ending, worry, stress, okay? No, God is there. Never mind. We are soul having a human experience, and only the divine masculine can get in that chariot. Cancer, you owe money. Now we're going for a Wheel of Fortune. All right. Someone's looking at Ace of Pentacles. New job, new promotions, new investments. Okay. Queen of Swords is so balanced. She's not trapped in their mind, my darling. No, they are by watching the internet. For what they did. Serves you right. They thought they were bigger than everybody else. No, darling, I'm Naja. I'm commodity, darling. God said, God, sit down. Your pom-pom is commodity. That's the only way you're going. That's why you're flexing up yourself in that club. That's all you have. That's all you have, my friends. So now we're looking at a new world. New fortune. Tying up one on loose end. And someone's going for a Wheel of Fortune. It could be an Aries person. Okay. And the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, you're going into a beautiful new property, maybe. You're looking at stability. You're looking at unions. You're looking at celebrations. You're looking at weddings. You're looking at, oh, baby, you're looking at it all. But somehow, on the top of this happiness, that you're at home, happy, going for your Wheel of Fortune, someone's unhappy in a line. Oh, maybe an Emperor, Aries person, maybe Aquarius person. Never know. But justice is here anyway. Oh, yeah, for this ending, for this plot that bring a stagnation towards God's happiness. So I'm looking at this pathway of soulmates. Queen of Swords, my darling. Someone's thinking about you, happiness. Maybe Aries, maybe is watching you on your pathway. I said, oh, well, stop watching me and go and fuck your Genevieve Nadia. It was her birthday yesterday. She needs your dicky licky dicky. She needs to clock in for work, my love. Behind you, oh, my gosh, well done, Queen of Swords. Your mind's coming out of calmer waters. You're working very hard because you understand there was a painful ending. Someone's backstabbing you behind your back, and someone's thinking about this, aren't they, darling? Yeah, they love you, but you know it's like a schoolboy. Got to listen to stupid little peers. Bully the one that they love just to make their friends feel fucking happy. All right, Medbot, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys, and guess what? Your friends don't like you. Some of you, all right? Remember, love is the answer. Bye.